Since becoming a pro 2 years ago, Vinnie Comerford has maintained his personal privacy even to those in the bodybuilding community. So we thought some insight into this rising star was in order. Carolyn Sitters reports.
The desert region of Phoenix, Arizona has consistently turned out some of the country's top bodybuilders. And most recently, it boasts the pro debut of Vince Comerford, the great white hope. At 5'4", Vince packs an incredible amount of muscle on his frame. But when he first began training, weighing a scant 135 pounds, he wasn't too sure about his progress.
You always look in the mirror and expect things. It's like watching the pot boil or the grass grow. You're never, it's like, gosh, when am I going to grow? But it's the other people that do notice it. So yeah, it was very shocking to them how quick I did grow.
And Vince shocked many others by quickly putting on size and entering the open division in a contest only a year later.
My first show was in 1983, and after my first contest, I was fortunate enough to place second in the Open. And I was in the Open, which is in Mr. Buffalo back, in '83. And right then and there, I loved it. I just loved it. It was just an incredible feeling as a positive reinforcement. And another one, which I took it like that, and I just couldn't stop doing it.
It was that first taste of success that fueled Vince's competitive appetite, and he quickly progressed up to the national level, competing in the '84 AAU Mr. America. But it was the 1987 Nationals where Vince swept the middleweight title and took siege of the bodybuilding world. Then it happened. Vince fell completely out of sight in the sport. He disappeared by injuring his lower back while training for his first pro show, and compounded with urgent family concerns, Vince opted not to compete professionally at that time.
Here it is. I was the '87 National Middleweight Champion, which is an incredible honor and privilege. I look at it as, and also extremely fulfilling, highest point of my life, to now the lowest. Disappointment. Also not to anybody else, but I gave up on myself. That's what it was. And I vowed never to do that again. I needed myself to give it another shot. And I was fortunate enough I did get a second chance.
Vince's second chance earned him a second-place finish in his pro debut at the U.S. Pro Competition and a third place in the Night of Champions a week later. Vince weighed an astonishing 186 pounds and showed amazing density and muscle separation, especially after a full 2 years away from competition.
No, success was standing on stage on a pro stage and making a statement to the world that I have respect enough for the IFBB and the competitors, and I did. I put on 13 pounds of muscle mass on 5'4". That's a lot of weight. And it wasn't bloat. It was true muscle. And it came from not training education, not nutrition education, knocking back to the basics, doing them harder, doing them better, but having my heart and my desire and dedication, determination to do it. That's what did it.
But the return to the stage was not without its problems. And in an attempt to put on more mass, Vince got up to 230 pounds only 16 weeks prior to the show.
But the thing is, I was under a misconception of train like an animal, eat like an animal, whatever it is, but my diet consists a lot of high fat. And when you're doing that, there's no positiveness in it. I carried it not just more a day, I carried it for half a year at least.
But Vince's focus and determination opened up his awareness to a whole new realm of the sport, the bodybuilder as an athlete.
And now I've come down to realization that I've become more of an athlete. That is, when you're eating pure, knocking your fat out, understanding the nutrition, food management, and also you're becoming an athlete with bodybuilding. Incorporating aerobic activity to strengthen your heart. The stronger your heart is, the strongest muscle on your body as far as endurance-wise. It is. The stronger it is, then it'll start relating to the rest of your body, the stronger your legs will be. And when those legs are strong, both endurance and strength-wise, it's endurance muscle and also white fiber type training, or just your power type training together, the upper body will also respond. That's a whole package.
And as this blonde myth takes care of business in preparation for his Olympia debut, he applies a philosophy which brought him so far in so short a time.
Just remember, anything I do, of course, I become educated with what I do, but without the intensity, the heart of the desire, it's nothing.